Hi, I'm Stephen Reich here at Stern Pinball in Elk Grove Village, Illinois. I'm here with a number of Stern employees who have worked on the recently released Pokémon Pinball table from Stern. So since there are a bunch of them, we're going to go through one by one and have each of them introduce themselves and their role here.
Hey, I'm Jack Danger, co-game design lead on the Pokemon Pinball machine. I was accompanying George Gomez, and we both attacked this to create this awesome game.
My name is Joshua Henderson. I'm one of the programmers of Pokemon Pinball.
I'm Tonyo Kleiss. I'm the lead game developer on Pokemon Pinball.
I'm Andrew Wilkening, another one of the developers.
All right, well, let's start with the company. I'm sure if you're at all familiar with modern pinball, you've heard of Stern, but tell us, who wants to tell us a little bit about the company? Who wants to volunteer for that one? All right, Mr. Danger.
So Stern Pinball, we're celebrating our 40th year this year. We've gone through a lot of iterations between Data East Pinball, Sega Pinball. We are now Stern Pinball. We're the largest market share of pinball machines right now. We are trying to push the envelope every single day on like what a modern pinball machine can be and what it looks like, and we just want to make sure we are securing awesome IPs and games for generations to come.
All right, well, let's talk about the table itself. First off, how did this project get started? Who wants to answer that one?
Hey, it's me again, Jack Danger. Pokemon was a theme that I had been pushing for a very long time. I obviously grew up with Pokemon. My children grew up with Pokemon, and it just seemed like a natural fit for pinball, especially since Pokemon has had pinball machines in video form, at least. And, Pokeballs, there's just so many things that connect in that sphere, literally, that it just had to, this was a natural fit. So we went out, we fought long and hard to get our hands on this license, and thankfully, through all that due diligence, we got it and created the game that you see before you.
Yeah, very impressed. I got a chance to play it quite a bit today, and there's a lot to like about it. All right, so who wants to talk about some of the core game modes?
Hi, I'm Tonyo Kleiss. So there's a bunch of modes in the game. There's the story modes. Your role as a pinball player is to be a Pokemon trainer, and you start with a team of Pokemon. Each one of those Pokemon on your team has a shot. So there's Bulbasaur, Charmander, Pikachu, and Squirtle. Each one of those has story modes, and they're pretty easy to start. You hit their shot 2 times to qualify, and a 3rd time to start it up. And then right up in the middle is the dastardly Team Rocket Meowth balloon. So that's the battle arena area, and if you hit the battle targets and complete them, then the Meowth balloon will come down onto the playfield, and you can interact with the Meowth balloon, and so you're battling him in a big multi-ball. So another aspect of it is called Discover, Catch, Train, and Battle. As you just explore the playfield and you go to the pop bumpers and you hit the Pokédex shot, Pokemon will spawn. In order to scan them with your Pokédex, you'll hit the Pokédex captive ball, which is right in the center right. It's a pretty cool mech, and when you do that, you scan the Pokemon. Next up, you'll hit purple shots to light the catch. And once you have catch lit, that's at the Pokeball on the left ramp. You have a big animated Pokeball, and you shoot the ball there, the ball disappears, and you catch the Pokemon. And then after that is battle.
Does someone else want to describe what the battling mechanics are like?
This is Andrew again. The battle mechanics, I approached it with the games in mind. Having grown up and played those games a lot, I wanted to capture kind of that puzzle feeling of attacking and switching, type advantage, and things like that. After thinking about that for a while, I tried to incorporate that into the major shots of the game, but also then going into the arena in the middle of the playfield. So by using all of those different things and switching your Pokemon and using those type advantages, you can battle your rival throughout all the different biomes and eventually work to a final battle in the Pokemon arena.
So, like a lot of your other tables, this one uses the Stern Insider Connected feature. I think our programmer might want to say a few words about how that works in general and also how it's implemented in this table.
Sure, this is Josh again. So Pokemon Collection is one of the biggest things that you have in Insider Connected. Essentially, once you're discovering and catching Pokemon, you're basically adding them to your Pokemon Collection, and then you can view them on your Stern Insider accounts.
Yeah, it's a feature you have on a lot of your modern tables, and to be honest, this was a rumor going around about this table for a long time, and when I realized you had this feature, I realized, oh, that would be very attractive to the Pokemon company, so I can see why that happened. All right, well, It'll be interesting to see what happens when this table gets out in the wild. But let's talk about some of the other stuff. Now, obviously, this is the first table for 2026. What were some of Stern's 2025 tables?
The first table was Dungeons and Dragons, which came out last year, and that definitely did a lot with Insider Connected, with the ability to pick your party and then level up your party and carry your party across games. The next one up was King Kong.
Yeah, Kong and Star Wars. Yeah, King Kong and then Star Wars Fall of the Empire. And I was actually working on that game before this one, so I joined the team later. But yeah, we've been covering a lot of really cool themes and IPs, and I'm really excited for the other things we have planned for this year, which I can't tell you about, but you'll find out soon.
Yeah, you typically have 3 to 4 major tables per year, depending on scheduling and what comes complete at what time. If folks want to keep an eye on this, obviously I'm sure the Pokemon website will be keeping track of any developments with this, but what's Stern's website?
Let's go to sternpinball.com, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, social media to keep track of all the updates for this game.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you very much, folks. This has been Stephen Reich from Stern Pinball in Elk Grove Village, Illinois, talking about their upcoming Pokemon Pinball table.